Domestic violence was a dark little secret 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. In the last 12 months or so, since a number of reports have come out from prominent people, domestic violence has really been in the spotlight. And as a result of that, there are a lot of people who have always thought that it's their little secret and they never did anything about it, now feel that they have the strength and the courage to bring their matter before the court.
With domestic violence, a lot of people think it's a criminal matter, but it's actually a civil matter. However, it can have quite serious consequences, both from a criminal perspective and generally in family law. We recommend that people get lawyers for domestic violence proceedings, both from our angle as criminal lawyers, and also we encourage them to get some family lawyer advice as well, because the decisions you make in one case can really affect the other one. So, for example, getting a domestic violence order against you might think it's a civil matter, I can go in there, handle it myself, but it could impact how you can see your kids, whether you can access them in terms of custody, and some of the times the conditions are really stringent and a little bit confusing, and all of a sudden you can find yourself breaching those conditions, which is then a criminal offence. It's been in the media quite a lot. The government's cracking down on domestic violence law, and these days it's a much more serious offence than it previously was. Some of the penalties carry imprisonment even if it's a first or second offence. So it's really something that you do need to get some advice before you go ahead.
Domestic violence is now a fairly prominent issue in the courts, but it's also a serious issue if you are either subject to domestic violence or if you're subject to an application or an order. Having legal representation is very important.